Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you guys how I do the modding on Stardew Valley, where I download them from and how you can install them and things like that, because it was kind of confusing for me when I first started. So I'm going to just go over it with you guys so you know how to do it. So the first thing you want to do, you're going to get most if not all of your mods from a website called nexusmods.com. So everything that I talk about, by the way, is going to be linked in the description below. So check that out. So you're going to go to nexusmods.com and then scroll down. You're going to see all the games that they support. And then you're going to click Stardew Valley. You're going to want to make an account in order to download things from this website. It's free and quick and easy, but just so you know. So, sorry. This is where you're going to see all the mods that creators make for Stardew Valley. You can go up here and add new games to include in your search. You can go to mods and then look at the new ones, trending, etc. You can go into mod categories, which is cool, and find all sorts of things. So like I like to find visual and graphics mods, and that's the majority of the mods that I use, but it changes the appearance of things. So like there's new hairstyles or crystal path updates, prismatic shards, etc. So this is what I get a lot of because I think it makes my game look a little nicer. And then there's also mods that are I think it's just modding tools. So this kind of stuff is usually, it's gonna either add mods to your game where you can change the interface or the output of things. You can change the dialogue, things like that. So just check it out. There's a ton of mods. I'm just gonna go over a few today, but this website has so much stuff on it. It's super fun. So what you're gonna want first off is a mod called SMAPI. This mod is required by, I think, all mods. This is the whole program that allows the game to be modded in general. So it didn't pop up, but it's SMAPI, and then click this one. So you're going to want to download this. This is going to be what you use to open Stardew Valley, and it's going to allow you to have mods in your game in the first place. It's a really, really good tool in its own. It tracks what mods can be updated. If mods aren't working, it tells you everything you need to know before starting your game. So I really appreciate this. I wish there was something like this for The Sims. So you're going to go to Files, and like I said, you should be logged in. This is the main file that you're going to need. Yeah, you're going to click the free slow download. It's not very slow. It takes a few seconds. So you're going to go to your downloads folder. And then I'm going to open up a new folder to show you guys where to go. So I hope you can see this okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to this PC, your drive, program files X, why do I keep doing that? 86, and then you're going to go to Steam. Also, by the way, for anyone watching this, this can only be done on a PC. You can only mod Stardew Valley on a PC. You cannot mod Stardew Valley on the Switch. Just so everyone's clear. And if you can, I think there is a way actually, but it involves hacking your Switch, and I'm not going over that today. I'm not ever going to go over that because I don't know how to do that, and I don't want my Switch screwed up or shut off by Nintendo, so that's just a small little tidbit for me. So then you're going to go to Steam Apps, Common, and then Stardew Valley. And then I already have a mods folder and everything, but you would pretty much just put the zip file in here. So I'm going to do that. And then also, you're going to need some kind of extraction program. I have WinRAR. I love WinRAR. I've used it for years. It's free. It will ask you if you want to like upgrade, but you don't have to. You just close it and then keep using it. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do is extract here, right click, extract here. And then delete the zip file, and then I already had it in here, so, but you'll go to SMAPI 3.9.2 installer folder, and then for this, if you're on a Windows computer, that is what I'm on, so that's what I'm showing you guys. But if you're on a Mac or a Linux, you're going to follow the specific instructions on the README note. I'll go over it really quick, but most of the information is, it's going to tell you to go to this website. So we'll go there really quick to go over it, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it on a Windows computer, not Linux or Mac. So yeah, you go here. They have instructions for Android. I don't know anything about that. I think that has to do with an emulator of some type. Linux or Mac. So I'll just look at Mac real quick. So there's extra things that you need to download in order to use it. So yeah, if you need any information on how to do that on something other than a Windows computer, go to the wiki page. I will link that also in the description. It's really good for more than just modding information. It's amazing for gameplay information, what villagers like. It has everything. So if you don't know what the wiki is, you need to go check it out. It's amazing. So anyway, on Windows, you are going to double click this Windows batch file, and it's going to open up a window and ask if you want to install or uninstall SMAPI, and you're going to click 1 to install, and then it'll do everything and tell you what you need to do. So it had like a little thing that said talking about Steam. I've never touched that and it's worked fine. So if it doesn't work for some reason, try that. Go through the steps on their website instead of just doing it through my video. Try to troubleshoot. If you have trouble, let me know. Okay, so next. So then you go back to your Stardew Valley folder and you'll see that we have a Stardew Valley application, which is our normal, and then you have a Stardew Modding API application. So this is new. You're going to be clicking this instead of this shortcut in order to start your game. So if you want to start your game with mods, you use this one. If you don't and you want to start them without mods, like normal, you can. It'll basically just turn off the mods. You will use your original one. So I have both on my desktop. I have this one and this one. So I have a choice, but I usually play with mods, but if I don't want to for some reason, I don't have to. So you'll just make a shortcut, add that to your desktop is what I suggest, and there you go. So I'm gonna go over mods really quick, just so because the website's it's pretty easy to read, and intuitive, but just in case. So let's say, let's go to new mods. Okay. So let's say that I want to add a custom NPC, the Twilight Traveler. So what you're going to want to do is open this requirements tab. It's going to tell you all of the mods that this mod will require you to also have. So Space Core, SMAPI, Shop Tile Framework, PYTK Platonomous Tool. I can't say that correctly. Platonomous Toolkit, etc. You're going to want to download all of those, put them all in your mods folder, and follow their specific directions. If there's a README, read it. Most of them, you just plug them into your mods folder, but some of them are weird. So make sure you read all of those. Put all of those in your mods folder before you download this custom NPC. So once you know what you need, you'll go to Files, Manual Download like before, and it'll remind you, but you just click Download, and slow download like I said. Add that to your mods folder, make sure everything is extracted and clean, and then you can start your game. Another thing I wanted to show you really quick that's really helpful, or that I've found to be very helpful, and you'll also find that SMAPI will direct you to this website sometimes. is the SMAPI website. So it's smappy.io. So this is where you can download the most recent up-to-date SMAPI download application. They update it pretty often, and they let you know when they do it, which is cool. Most of the time, I haven't actually had to download it from the website before. I've had to download other mods from this website that aren't on Nexus Mods yet, but this is where they're going to be sometimes first. So in the left side, you go to Mod Compatibility, and this is where I have found any mods that work with SMAPI currently. So this is kind of like a way to see all the possible mods that are out there, because not all of them are on Nexus, but the majority of them are. So for example, there is a mod that I had to download here called the horse whistle, or the horse flute, sorry. So I downloaded a mod called the horse whistle, and that is basically an item that you can purchase from, I think, Robin, and it'll bring your horse to you. I haven't even like gotten to that achievement yet to where I have something like that available to me in the game, because noob. But yeah, you can get something called a horse flute in the late game, and this is essentially a mod that Concerned Ape added an item for afterwards. So this model is no longer supported because of that, and it says that here. It says use horse flute anywhere instead. So this whistle, the whistle mod, is basically done, and there's a new mod that they created to use with the newest update that Concerned Ape came out with, which made the horse flute an item. So things like that, this site is also useful to know about. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start our game. And I'm going to show you what the SMAPI window, how to read it, things like that. So this window is going to come back up, and it's going to, if you read it, it looks a little scary, but you can pause it by clicking somewhere, and it'll stop, because it's going to go through everything basically, and it's going to show you everything it's going through. So important things. So it's going to color code. So the red is skipped mods, and it'll say why they were skipped or which mods were skipped, and it usually means that they're not working properly, or they're not they're not compatible, things like that. So you'll want to like troubleshoot if you really love that mod about why it's not compatible, and if there's a replacement, if there's an update. Maybe you can also communicate with the creator on Nexus Mods and explain like, hi, I'm getting this error, can you look into it? And they will hopefully come up with a solution. From what I've read and what I've seen, people on there are very, very responsive and working to make everything better. So it's super cool. So it didn't let me use this portrait mod because it's an empty folder. Well, that just means I have to go into my downloads folder and delete an extra folder that it for some reason generated. And then the pink tools recolor, I've been having trouble with that mod for a few weeks now. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it. The mod creator knows about it, but the main thing I want to go over is the red and the purple. Those are going to be your main things. So the purple is if there are any mods that have update keys. So this says that custom NPCs exclusions can be updated, NPC map can be updated, Space Core and Stardew Valley expanded. Now all of these give a link to where the most current mod is, so you can pause it. What I usually do is I pause it when it has purple, and then I will go to each link, or I can look it up on Nexus Mods. But sometimes I've seen they're on the SMAPI website and not Nexus, because that's where the most up-to-date version is. And you can go in there, download, add them to your game, close SMAPI, which will also close Stardew Valley. And because if you let this continue to run, it's going to open Stardew Valley. And then just reopen it. And then you don't have any errors or flags or whatever, and you can play it. And everything's up to date, and it's awesome. So now I'm going to let it run its course. You just click enter if you paused it, basically. And voila, we have Stardew Valley opening. And it's going to have all of our mods. You're very sweet. This is Louie. He's farting. So that's fun. But yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but my hair is longer on my characters, so sometimes it'll freeze up. At least it does on my computer. I guess it's not fast enough, and it'll tell you how many mods it's running at the top of the screen, but it usually doesn't take too long to load. It just takes a minute to load everything. But yeah, that's how you do it, you guys. I hope that this was helpful and not too long, and that you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm planning on doing more Stardew Valley content soon. I just have a pretty hectic life, so yes. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.